Simply and economically, the tribute system transformed the Confucian principle of hierarchical submission into a universal model for foreign relations. The world, according to the sino-centric ideal at least, revolved around China. In truth, all the way through Chinese history, the tribute system was little more than a fudge for other, more pragmatic realities. Between the Han and Qing dynasties, parts and sometimes all of China were conquered by tribes from the northern steppe, the last of which founded the Qing in 1644. The hierarchical facade of tributary homage could serve equally as a face-saving front for trade, or as a kind of diplomatic protection racket, operating at a financial loss to the empire. The Chinese court would offer subsidies to warlike neighbors in exchange for objects of often no particular value or use and the promise not to attack Chinese territory. Imperial China's foreign policy makers over the centuries had combined tributary etiquette with economic incentives and diplomacy, and even with the laissez-faire, loose Rhine policy, by which distant peoples who chose to pay court to the Chinese center would not be refused, while those who did not would be left in peace. Nonetheless, at the start of the Ming dynasty in 1368, the sino-centric vision was at last formalized into a body of codes and rituals to which foreign visits to court were to conform. On entering the frontier, envoys would be escorted slowly to the capital, where they would be banqueted, required to kowtow to the emperor, banqueted, entertained by music, gifted, handed an edict expressing the imperial response to whatever demands they may have raised, and banqueted again. With some adaptations and simplifications, the Qing dynasty inherited the principle and spirit of the Ming version, using the system to regulate relations